Ayurvedic management of Grudrasi. Whenever the patient comes to your clinic by complaining of lower back pain, especially in the region of lumbar region, which is spreading to the lower limb, and from lower limb to the ankle, sometimes it may extend towards the foot also. There may be a sharp or dull pain which is present in that region and it is radiating in nature. Chikitsa of Gurudrasi mainly by Nidana Parivarjana, Snehana, Svedana, Virechana, Bastikarma, Raktamokshana, Agni Karma, Shamana Chikitsa. Let's see one by one. Let's come to the Nidhana Parivarjana of the disease, sciatica or Grudrasi. So, mainly the Grudrasi is also one of the Vata Vyadhi, where there is a excessive vata prakopa is there. For that reason vata prakopaka ahara vihara should be avoided, like ruksha shita lagu ahara, and less quantity of food if the person is taking less quantity of food, and if the person is taking katu kashaya and tiktar satpaka aharas in their daily routines, and ati vyayama excessive exercises, ratri jagarana, waking up for the late night, and Tivevaya, excessive indulging in the excessive activities, and Langhana, due to excessive fasting or undergoing the Langhana therapy. That also leads to the Prakopa of Vata, Vegadharana. So, Vegadharana is also one of the main causes, most important cause for the Prakopa of Vata, because we are obstructing to the flow of Vata. That's why the Vegadharana, it may be the Vegadharana for the Mala, it may be for the Mudra, it may be for the Apana Vayu. If the Vegadharana is there, then it will lead to the Prakopa of Vata. Vishama Upachara. Improper administration of Panchakarma treatment is called as Vishama Upachara. Improper administration of Panchakarma procedures leads to the Prakopa of Vata. Dukhashaya, not sleeping in a proper position. Shrama, excessive work. Chinta, the person who are in stress. Shoka, the person who are in grief. Bhaya, the person suffering from fear. Krodha, the person has anger. Abhighata, due to any of the external injuries. And Rogathikarshana. Rogathikarshana here is the person is suffering from the multiple disorders. And also we can consider here that the person is suffering again and again with many diseases. The immune system of that person is not well. Second one is the snehana. So snehana should be administered both internally and externally. Internally in the form of snehapana, and externally in the form of abhenga, avagaha, pariseka, etc. And snehana should be only followed in case of vata jagrudrasi. In if there is a case of vata and kapha, vata kapha jagrudrasi is there, in that cases kapha anubandha is present. For that reason, so giving snehana in that cases may also leads to the aggravation of kapha dosha. For that reason, vata kapha jagrudrasi, in case of vata kapha jagrudrasi, snehana should not be administered. If the patient is complaining about the shula and stamba, if the patient is suffering from pain and stiffness in the lower back region, then we have to go for the Svedana, because Svedana does the liquefaction of the doshas and also clears the channels of the strotasis and also removes the Marga Avarodha, any obstruction to the strotasis. So, for that reason, we are going for the Svedana. So, it may be in the form of Avagaha Sveda, Nadi Sveda, Patrapinda Sveda, Pinda Sveda, and Upanaha Sveda. In case of Vata Kapha Jagrutrasi, just because of the presence of kapha kaphanubandha with the vata dosha. For that reason, we are not going to do the normal Svedana procedures. For in that condition, you have to go for the Ruksha Sveda, that is Valuka Sveda. Virechana. Virechana in the context of any Vata Vyadhi, Mrudu Virechana should be administered according to Charaka by using Eranda Taila along with the Dugdha. Basti, as Basti is considered to be the best line of treatment in case of Vata Vyadhi, so Basti is also considered as Ardha Chikitsa for that reason. And Niruha Basti By using Erandamuladi Niruha or Dashamuladi Niruha, in case of by administering taking these dravyas, we have to administer the Niru Basti. In case of Anuvasana Basti, Vatahara Tailas should be taken for the purpose of Anuvasana Basti procedures. Raktamokshana. According to Charaka, Raktamokshana at the site of Antara Khandara and Gulfa. So, Charaka explaining the location for this process of Raktamokshana is in between Khandara and Gulfa. So, he is explaining that the Siraveda should be done in between the Khandara and Gulfa. According to Shushruta and Vagbata, Siraveda should be done 4 anguli above or 4 anguli below at the site of knee joint. And according to Harita, the site of Siraveda is 4 angula above the Kulfa in Tiryagadi. Agnikarma, according to Vakpata and Shushruta, Agnikarma in the management of Sira, Snayu, Asti, and Sandhigata Vyadis. So, the diseases which are related or which are involving the Sira, Snayu, Asti, and Sandhi. For that diseases, Agnikarma is considered to be the best because in case of Pakshagata, it may be in case of Rudrasi, and in case of Ardita, almost all the Vata Vyadis, there is involvement of Sira, Snayu, Asti, and Sandhi. In case of Sandhigata Vata, in case of Sandhigata Vata, almost all the diseases of Vata, there is a predominance of pain, and there is an involvement of Sira, Snayu, Asti, and Sandhi. For that reason, to subside the pain immediately, Agni Karma is considered to be the best. Places of Agni Karma, according to Charaka, Antara Khandara Gulfa. Charaka explained the site for the Agni Karma as in between the Khandara and Gulfa. Chakradatta modified it as Pada Kanishtika Anguli. According to Chakradatta, the site of Agni Karma is Pada Kanishtika Anguli, where the little toe of the affected leg. So, Agni Karma should be done in the little toe of the affected leg. Shamana Chikitsa, or the medicines given for Shamanartha, mainly Ajamudadi Churna, Rasnadi Churna, Rasona Kalka, Panchamula Kashaya, Maharasnadi Kashaya, and in case of Arishta Kalpanas like Bala Arishta, Dashamula Arishta can be given. They are considered to be the best painkiller. Saindavadya Taila, Mashadi Taila, Vishagarbha Taila, Prasarini Taila, Mahabaladi Taila, Tatturadi Taila. Some of the Gugulu Kalpas can also be administered to the patient like Trayodashanga Gugulu, Yogaraja Gugulu, Mahayograj Gugulu, or Vatari Rasa. Agni Karma as well as Rakta Mokshana. Both these are very effective. They are effective procedures in case of pain. When the patient is suffering from painful condition, immediate treatment should be done either by using Agni Karma or by Rakta Mokshana, because the patient will feel, or the patient feels like a subsiding of the pain, and the pain relieves and the patient will get the benefit. In case of Grudrasi, almost 70 to 80% of the people will get a relief by the application of Rakta Mokshana as well as the Agni Karma. Both these procedures will be helpful in case of Grudrasi.